There was no reason to get all fucking pissy. That always got me irked when Jimmy would do that to me.
I certainly would.
Well, wait a
I'd
minute.
give him a good scolding.
You mean punctual PD, Jim Norton? If he can get here on time, he doesn't see why you.
No, I was just like, oh, thank God I'm not stuck here alone.
Okay.
And that was another thing that bugged the shit out of me. I'm fucking humping every day from Long Island.
Yeah.
And some people had a fucking giant retard pick them up every morning and drive them into work.
That's not true.
I can't be here on time? Meanwhile, literally knocking on the door. Come on. Fuck that. And then I'm the piece of shit. Get out of here. Do you think the viral videos were good?
You know, the viral videos, not particularly great, but they kind of show how shitty viral videos can be. That's what goes viral.
Yeah, that is
dog
like
shit.
The poopy video. Oh, God, I was cringing.
Yeah. That is the type of thing that would get a lot of views.
Certainly would.
And you'd hate it.
Morons.
People would watch it a lot.
Oh, they would.
Oh, this is good.
What are you talking about?
I think just getting a room full of comics and, cutting loose, as they say.
I see.
Cutting loose.
All right, thank you, Bill. Everybody just riffing.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, look at that yellow sweatshirt over there. What are you, covered in tinkle?
That's a good one.
Thanks.
Nailed him.
It's not yellow.
What is it?
It's beige.
Oh.
Chip has grown on me so much. We share a sense of humor. I finally been able to figure out the chemistry, though. Yeah, got that chemistry.
You will.
I've never sent anybody to anything to somebody accidentally, thinking I was sending it to someone else.
That would be so stupid.
It's never happened. No.
It hasn't happened to him either. Couldn't even look at him on the elevator. I'm very attached to people. I really do. And it's like if you all of a sudden you enjoy working with somebody, and all of a sudden they leave, you're like, oh.
Why are you leaving? I thought we were friends.
Yeah, I mean, some people you don't get attached to and you're happy when they leave, and other people you're like, not.
Oh, boy. Weirdly, I don't have any follow-up questions.
Shit.
You can always tell that if somebody's got a kid, if it's their kid, they left it
That's
in.
a big if. All right, so...
Not in my case.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, I get things done.
Oh, real funny. Even in theory, I don't think my own ejaculate is something that I look at all like, ooh, yeah.
No.
Like, even in the spur of the moment, if somebody was like...
Sperm of the moment.
Oh, Anthony.
Fuck yeah!
There's nothing anybody can do to an actor to make you go, wow, that's a great stand-up. And I've seen stand-ups that are really good actors, Jim.
Thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, there are some stand-ups that are just really good actors.
Well, I played, I had to do a little something recently. I've told you what it was.
Yes. Very excited.
Well, let's just say I had to play someone in a nightclub setting.
Right.
Well, do you see Funny People?
No, I did not.
That was Judd Apatow's stand-up.
Still not. You guys. If you start tearing it off like they teared off cable,
right?
Then the market will decide, and other competing options will turn up.
I pay the highest tier.
You do.
I'm a top tier guy.
You can't just provide it. Like I can't just start providing internet.
How
about you provide some entertainment?
Provide.
No. I mean, look at me. I look like an idiot. You should criticize it.
I look like
okay.
I got that drunk.
Yeah, can I have that on my board, please?
Yeah.
Put it on mine too.
No, no.
Oh gosh.
Just do mine.
Flashbacks.
Double drops.
Oof. Oh, that was always well. I could go into this all day. Oh God. Yeah, that would have been timely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. You could hear the one I was hitting over the one you hit.
Oh, you think sometimes it was double buttons?
I honestly used to really try to think out the ones I was, not just randomly hit them to make noise.
You mean you were trying to create something and not be like, let's just say somebody with Asperger's and a hammer at a piano?
Yeah. Yeah.
Call the shit poop.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, guys?
Oh, God.
Language, young man.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah.
Rough?
It was rough.
Was it? Would you ever get annoyed?
Constantly.
Should have said something.
Oh, just biting my tongue.
Oh, he would.
Cashing my check.
You would?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would say stuff not
Sure.
then and there.
Oh.
Nice dip in the pool.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Some discussions.
Oh.
Those are always good.
So some of this stuff later wasn't a surprise to you, Jim?
Not or me or any of the neighbors.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
This is right there, and it just dies. There's something to do with the paned glass. That with double pane glass in the city,
Really?
that fucking kills it.
You
Yeah,
tried jumping off?
believe me, no. But
One of the satellites
I
right at
peeked.
the patio door.
oh,
You
you're
don't
in
think
Dutch.
you don't think Gentlemen's Quarterly told them we're not doing this anymore because
I
they
don't
were
think
paying
so.
they were paying for the whole thing.
Gentleman's Quarterly is what he was doing it for.
GQ,
Yeah, GQ, Facebook.
He was
Stupid
doing
am I?
it
I
for
didn't know what
them.
that was.
And Gentlemen's Quarterly.
Well, I've been called a GQ, but it's not that.
I know what both those two things stand for.
A video like that.
Just go
Whatever.
back to your other story.
I was jerking off. And I was just talking to this guy. I had like a shirt on, so I
A
had
lobster bib.
yeah, I do. The paper towel set up,
He's a messy eater, that Jim.
and I fucking hit myself in the cheek. It was a fucking dollop of cum on my cheek.
Wow.
What'd you do with it?
I wiped it off.
That's
your
pretty
tongue?
good.
No, no, it was
Pretty good
awful.
trajectory.
Yeah, it was really good. I've been in good form lately.
Good form.
Yeah, good
Were you happy
form.
with yourself?
Yeah, I'm back to lube again. Not that anybody cares. But I'm
I
trying
care.
to use lube again and get my sensitivity back.
When you jerk off, you use lube?
Yeah, my dick right now is the sensitivity of an ankle.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to fix it again.
You really need a lot of
Just lightly doing it, yeah.
a lot of outside things to sensitize and
Yeah, it's been so many years. I'm just trying to be normal again and just jerk off like a regular guy.
With lube.
Yeah.
that's good for 10 hours straight.
No, just lightly like toying.
That's pleasant.
Yeah.
Not a lot of edging.
Just a lot of information.
Good. Get it over with.
Yeah.
Go back to doing something important.
Get it done.
They don't want you to jerk off in front of them.
No, I've told you before when Jess was in, I think she was in France. She was studying or something, and some guy was rubbing his boner on her on the train.
Oh my God!
She's
Sure wasn't a baguette. They always carry in a bag with some celery out of the top. Whoa!
But she's like, and she's
baguette cock.
and she's 5 foot nothing. She's just and she turns around and just points her little finger in the guy's face and goes, "Nobody likes that."
Wow!
And the guy was shocked. He was paralyzed
Ugh.
because she ruined everything.
Fucking Americans. Yes. Yeah. Ugly Americans.
How many times have you heard that in the bedroom?
Nobody likes that.
Failing erection. Nobody likes that. No, I know.
For you to even think that you're going to stand there and pound your pud in front of them.
Yeah.
Like even the Louis C.K. thing, I can't imagine two girls just kind of sitting there, kind of chuckling even.
I'd be a little embarrassed.
It's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I would feel kind of silly.
Yeah.
I like a girl pinching my nipples when I do it.
Do you? I haven't
Giving
heard
the
that
old
before.
nips a tweak. Why don't you tweak the old nipperoos?
Do you guys, Troy, do you
I hate that.
Do you like nipple
Your
play?
nipples?
No, it's not.
I love when Jim brings it up because you poll the room. I've never been in a room that I could poll that anybody else
that
shares.
enjoys
No.
that.
You don't like your nipples tweaked?
No.
Travis,
not
you
at
like-
all.
You like nipple play?
No,
Of course not.
it's not even a thought.
Just no.
No, not at all.
No.
It just
No, you guys.
It's uncomfortable. It isn't
Yeah.
even that it's not pleasurable. It's the opposite of pleasure.
Are you saying
It's
it removes pleasure?
uncomfortable And yes, it removes pleasure.
I love my nipples lightly played with.
I've heard that.
I know, I've talked about it.
But it's it's one of those moments where it's like, what are you doing?
No,
Why
get
you-
away,
yeah.
get away.
Why are you
Stop.
doing that?
No, get away from
That tickles.
A slight brush over it while they're going somewhere else is fine.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, you're en route. to my dick or something.
Right. But not the teedle-leedle-leedles.
No teedle-leedle.
Or en route back up from the dick with a mouthful of treat. A mouthful of sharing.
Yeah.
Do you ever kiss a girl after you blew a load in her mouth? That's terrible.
No,
That's awful.
Terrible.
I've done it. It's awful.
You don't like it?
No. Metallic, tasty, and disgusting.
Has a girl ever kissed you after she blew a load in your mouth?
That's a good point, yes.
Yeah,
that's totally different.
Okay.
That's not good.
Yeah, I don't like it.
No.
Your own cum is great in theory.
What?
No, when you're fucking and you're being dirty, like one girl would tell me, lick your cum up. I was like, yeah, I am. And then as soon as you come, you're like, oh.
Well, the problem is, after you come, your whole attitude about the whole act that you're doing and everything, it changes.
You're done.
Right. You're done. So now the idea of doing anything like that is a little crazy.
It's like talking dirty about Brussels sprouts while you're eating chocolate cake. And as soon as you don't eat your cake, it's like, yeah, time for those sprouts.
Oh, sprouts coming up.
Not happening.
I'm a little full. Thanks.
Not happening.
Yeah, very satisfied.
What's sexier than a good dirty picture, though, when you get one?
Jim is so naughty.
You just don't want to. You don't want to finish it.
Is there anything better, though?
Just, nothing worse than when you just start hearing outside. There's like birds.
Oh, because you've been mad.
It's like, wait, oh no, it's morning.
You mean jerking off so long that the sunlight comes up?
The sun is coming in. You're like, oh, this is despicable.
Yeah.
It's a bad feeling.
Not a piece of shit.
Or when someone comes over that you don't want over, and you're like, you can stay over. Then as soon as you come, you're like, why did I say that? Why?
It's like they dig a hole for Donald Trump. They shove him into it, and then at the very last minute, they throw a ladder to him.
Or
come on out.
Or it's like the Roadrunner Coyote thing, where the coyote will paint a tunnel on a wall,
right,
and think that Trump is just going to smash into it.
Right.
Trump goes through it, and then they go to chase him and smash into the wall.
That's exactly what's going on.
He's just, you can't do anything to him.
No. Because
we all know he's batshit nuts.
Right.
He's a womanizer. He loves fucking young, attractive women.
Right.
He's a little kooky.
Right.
And so what are they going to call him out on?
Or it's like Teflon. They're taking Teflon, they're spraying it on that pan. Every time they skip a piece of food on it, it dances right out of the old Teflon pan.
Deep.
Just metaphors are no good.
It's kind of like...
You don't think that was good?
No. It was stupid.
Try to be smart.
Yeah. Sometimes it works.
But that is what's happening.
He's just
I think it's because people going after him are so, especially in the media, like in the news, are so emotional about it.
It's all emotion. Yeah, it's pure emotion.
Because that's when people fuck up. Like, think about every fight that you've been in a relationship. Like, you find yourself, how did I get into this hole that I dug myself into? And it's because, like, you got all angry or whatever. Like, it's just emotion.
And you said one thing you shouldn't have said, and then forget it. It spirals out of control.
And that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
You were talking about, like, hey, I was supposed to be there at 8, and I got there at 8:30, and then 5 minutes later, you scream, your grandmother's a cunt, as you're shaking her shoulders. You can't take that one back.
Yeah.
No, that one's going to stay there a while. It's going to linger a while.
I guess. For you, right?
I can help you. Rob is a good boy, yeah. I got to get Rob paid.
Give him $50 to do it.
Why $50? You don't establish his price. How much you want to come over and do it?
I'll do whatever you want to pay.
And how about this? In a pair of like saran wrap spandex singlet. How much to do it in a saran wrap singlet? Yeah, that would
pretty easy.
It's escaped you, Jim. It's passed.
No, it hasn't.
Technology's
What are you talking about? Success in show business? It did slip through my fingers like a tube of butter.
Tube.
The second he has to do anything with like an IP address, though, it would just be over.
It's really easy, dude.
So Orby would there'd be an Orby flying off the balcony. Somebody would be struck and killed by an Orby.
There sure is. Believe me, I've already thought of the concierge. Make sure there's no one out front. Something's coming flying off this balcony in 10 seconds. Clear the area.
Take a spoonful of that turkey and it's frozen still.
I hated
in the
that.
middle. It was the worst. You're like, fuck!
Because the cobbler would be very hot.
That was like lava. Yeah. And then the stuffing and turkey would be frozen.
It would be you'd put your fork in the stuffing and you'd pull it out, and you'd have a fucking perfectly geometrically shaped hunk of stuffing. It's like, your mother's cunt.
That trapezoid shaped of gravy.
I'd say it out loud, your mother's cunt. My father wouldn't even look up and go, I hear you, pal. And then we'd laugh and have stuffing fights. For hours, I could not breathe.
That's tough when you have that going for you.
For no reason.
Have you figured out? I think we've talked about it before, but it's definitely not psychosomatic.
No. I mean, the doctor told me I know what the problem is. He basically said you're a cunt-faced idiot.
Right.
We all know he's batshit nuts.
Right.
He's a womanizer. He loves fucking young, attractive women.
Right.
He's a little kooky.
Right.
And so what are they going to call him out on?
Or it's like Teflon. They're taking Teflon, they're spraying it on that pan. Every time they skip a piece of food on it dances right out of the old Teflon pan.
Cheap chess. Metaphors are no good.
That's kind of like...
You don't think that was good?
No. It was stupid.